Alright guys, Happy New Year. This is going to be a short video just for New Year's. Today's actually the 30th. It's almost the 31st. What I'm going to do is, last time I left you, I kind of left you with the spaceship or the mothership, whatever you want to call it, whatever we're calling it. I left you with it. It didn't look like this. You have to revert back to the other video where I ended it. I kept on working, and this is what I came up with. Keep in mind that the ship is almost complete. I am actually on a backup world right now because today, well, I almost said Super Ray because he's really, really good. And he's a really fast builder. So I might as well just call him Super Ray. But Speed Ray and I worked on it all day. He put in at least 4 or 5 more hours than I did. And we've almost got it done. And it's a mixture of his ideas, my ideas, and him taking out some of my stuff and putting in his own ideas. And it looks really good. It's a different kind of ship. It's not going to look like a Star Wars or Star Trek or whatever. It's going to be our own little unique ship. Anyway, so this is what I was working on last night. And when I got done recording, I continued going. And this is basically what I came up with. Go behind a rock here. And this is what it looks like. And I did the bottom. And you'll see that this completely changed. I did not like it. And then it was going to be wash, rinse, and repeat, building this process, which we had to do block by block. Mostly Speed Ray did most of the building. He's really good because he can sit there and just basically look at what I did and make an exact copy. And once he knows it, he memorizes it, and he just gets it done. So this is basically where I left you. You guys saw me build most of this in the last video, and I went down here, went down there, and I was a little frustrated, but I didn't change it. I just added a little bit more detail. I like the ports here. It's on the other side. Go figure. Go figure. It's over here. And this is the loading bridge where players will go and choose their the basic characters and all that. And this is the loading platform for the pods. See, there's a pod over there, or escape pod, or whatever you want to call them. And this is basically the loading platform. We're going to have a couple, because Speedbay gave me a great idea that I should maybe put a couple of shuttles down here where you'll load it. But I want the different shuttles, the 12 different shuttles. I don't know if we can fit them in this area, but we're going to try. And I want you to get different perspectives of the ship. So just keep this in mind. We used this thruster, but we put him on the back here. Our Speed Ray did. And I got to watch him do it, and he did a magnificent job. Early this morning when I jumped on, he was already on the realm, and he had already pushed back the walls. So you'll notice that the darkness is much bigger now. And I'll set it to midnight. That way you can really see what the ship looks like at night. And be prepared, because it's not going to look like this. It's going to look more like this with those done, but a little bit different. And we're still not done, but it looks really nice. Okay, so let me just stop here, take a break, run over there, and I'm going to show it to you. I'll be right back. All right, so here's the ship in all its glory. Like I was saying before, what you guys saw last video, you saw me starting to build one of the, if you look down the back of the ship, you'll see 5 kind of house looking things. I started building those and started building the underbelly, and then I cut the video short because that took up an hour, and you can see Speed Ray flying around down there. That's why he's Speed Ray. But yeah, so you could lost my train of thought there. What happened there? Looking down at my phone, I didn't start my timer. But this is going to be a pretty short video, guys. This is just a New Year's Eve special, or New Year's Day special. So that's all I built there. And then what you just saw when I showed you in the beginning of this video, you saw what I had worked on last night. Now, we did all this today, and Speed Ray did the majority of it. He probably put in 4 or 5 more hours than I did. We both started this morning. He was already on. He was expanding the darkness, and then we jumped right onto the ship. And man, he did most of all the loading platforms. I mean, he did all the loading platforms actually. And then I handled the top part, and then some of the bottom, and then he finished off the bottom, and then he made the cockpit that you see. And this is the cockpit that we're going to use right there. That's down there, the command center and cockpit. So let's go ahead and look at what what he's got for us. He's left me a message here with his little red arrows. And what do we got? It says next steps. Finish the cockpit and the entry area. 2. Finish pasting all the shuttles for all characters. Most of the characters' TP points are set. And terraform and hide all the darkness with mountains land. That's going to be a big project right there. Hopefully we can just use structure blocks to do all that. If we can find good enough mountains with good enough peaks and oh gosh, it has a gush. Oh no. But then it over here is finish the roof of the darkness. Yeah, and the roof's going to be way up there because we have another ship to do that's going to be up there, and that'll be the Hall of Knowledge. That is this library that holds all the knowledge of all beings, all realms. We'll get more into that later, but I want to make it relatively small because it's supposed to play a joke. Because the library is you only see the library as big as your mind can handle, so it can only have the information that you can handle. So there's not that many books in there. I just wanted to kind of do a little play on, just mess with the players a little bit. But we may actually make it a massive library on a decent sized ship. And then you'll descend from there through the darkness. Remember, this is not space; it's the darkness. And let's give them a good wave here. And you'll descend down through the darkness. And now keep in mind, the last video, if you noticed, there was a landing platform. Excuse me. That was circular. It's circular as you can get in Minecraft. But originally you're going to land on there, walk in there. There's a huge fish tank. And then you walk into the hub where you can choose your characters. But Speedray worked really hard on this this cockpit command center, so we decided, okay, we're going to keep this. We got rid of the platform. We'll have like a door over here, like a little, what do you want to call it? Don't even know what kind of door. Elevated door. I don't know what to call it. Automated door that you'll actually land on. There'll be command blocks around you. Oh, excuse me, command blocks. There will be barrier blocks around you, so when you come down, the other ship will be way up here. So you have to imagine that, and keep in mind that the render distance it looks kind of weird because we're actually in the ground, but it kind of looks really weird. But keep in mind that the render distance in realms is really low, so that's why you're getting that white effect down there. Now, if you download this map or whatever, and you have it in your regular world, it'll all be darkness. You won't have that light. But unfortunately, in realms, they can't handle the render. They don't want lag. So I guess maybe they set the render distance different, lower, and you can't change it. Man, I'll get my words out, guys. If I sound like I'm out of breath, I sound like I'm excited. It's because I am. It's been a long day. A lot of work has been put into this. So anyway, so up here, even higher than this, almost at its world limit, will be the other ship, which will be a little smaller ship, but it'll have a huge library in there. That's where you'll start the game. There'll be the whole story, everything, the whole rundown of the whole game will be there, and then it'll tell you that you have to descend through the darkness down into the ship there. And there's going to be a little bit more before there in the game. Like in the very beginning of the game, I want you to awaken next to a bed, or you're going to spawn in next to a bed, next to a lake, next to a forest, next to a mountain with snow on the top, or snow tops. And then that's going to be the beginning of the game, and all of a sudden you're going to have to do these little silly little tasks, and then once you finish that, you're going to get sucked out of there, and then the story will begin. And I don't want to tell too much about the story, and basically I don't really know that much of the story yet. I'm still kind of writing it. Anyway, so you'll end up in this library, and you'll learn about the game, and then you'll descend down with slow falling effect. And you'll just come down. There'll be barrier blocks, so you can't leave it. But you'll be able to see the whole ship and all the ships. There'll be other ships in the area. That'll be escape pods and all that. We'll get more into that as we get further into it, I promise. And then you'll land on the ship, and then your thing will begin. You'll go through the command room. And originally, this was not going to be accessible. So the landing platform was going to be here, and you were just going to go into there. But Speedray put so much work into this, and he is. that we decided we're going to detail it. So there'll be like some kind of command center here of some war prepping, something, whatever. And then we have all this area on both sides. One will be the loading area where you come in. And then there'll be something special here, maybe sleeping quarters. Who knows, maybe an armory. I don't know. I'll leave that up to Speed Ray. I'll just help him out. This might be actually a double decker. There might be a level above here with some other stuff, maybe some Easter eggs for players to find. And then the players, of course, will come into the hub, and you have this tank in here with some dolphins and turtles. That's pretty neat. And then you have this little workout. I shouldn't say that. A little lobby area. And Speed Ray did most of this. Anyway, you've seen most of this in the last video, so I'm not going to go through it. The class and characters, you'll be able to come out to the loading bridges, and everything will be kind of a scenic thing. You'll be able to see ships when you look out these windows and stuff like that. It'll be pretty neat. And that's where you choose your characters. And he just finished the wall back here. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. He did both on both sides. So, yeah, it looks really nice, really clean. And that's where the thrusters were. So that's going to be it for in here. We'll go back out and we'll explore the outside of the ship. Like I said, I just want to keep this video pretty short. And you can see the legs that I was talking about that are underneath it. Those are done. So basically how this works is these legs will fold back and a ship will, that's how the ship lands, you know. So it's kind of folded under, so it looks kind of weird. Kind of looks kind of buggish. And we're not 100% set that this is what it's going to look like in the end. We may change it. We may come in and tweak it. I'll set it to midnight here in a second and show you what it looks like when you're in the darkness. It's super, super cool. You can basically see it when I'm under it, what it's going to look like in the darkness. We still got some stuff to do over here. Here's the thrusters he put in. He did a great job on this. This is all him. All him. Him downstairs. All Speed Ray, he did all of this, and it looks magnificent. Here's one of the escape pods I showed you in the other video. And each one, you'll see, I'll give you a bird's eye view that you'll be able to see the ship and other ships from this angle, and it looks really good in the darkness. I love black concrete. It's allowing this, us to do this. Just keep in mind, it's not space. It's the darkness, so you can breathe in it. It's not space. You're technically not weightless. But we'll go on, and let's wave to him again over in the darkness there, and he waves back. Okay, Super Ray. That's what I should call him because he's so fast at doing things. All right, so let's real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna look at this at night, so it kind of resembles what it's gonna look like. Let's go to midnight. What it's gonna look like in the darkness. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely stunning. It's a little different. Keep in mind, we're not talking about Star Wars, Star Trek, anything like that. This is Dreams of Darkness. This basically started off as my concept of a spaceship, which I've never done a spaceship in my life. So this is this is my first one. And then Speed Ray came in, added his style to it, and this is what we came up with. Looks a little buggish, but it's cool. And when you go down to the escape pods, this is where your character, say you're the Archangel, he'll come in as soon as you choose a character and you go down. You see the arms. I don't have my crosshairs. You'll come down there. There's command blocks and all that, and that'll teleport you over here, and then you're ready to start your game. And like I said, from here, it gives you a bird's eye view of everything that's going on. Or not everything that's going on. It gives you a bird's eye view of all the ships and everything in the darkness. And it's just basically eye candy. There are going to be Easter eggs. There's going to be, little secret things here and there that will help you prep before you join the game. But as other players are playing, you'll be able to see them moving around. It's the lobby, basically. And, yeah, so you'll get a bird's eye view of different areas of the ship, depending on the character that you choose. And hopefully you'll still be able to see the big, I shouldn't say big, but you'll be able to see the ship up there from some of the little shuttles. Speedray came up with a good idea. He wanted to put a couple ships in here docked, so when you spawn in, you'll actually spawn in. There'll probably be one in the center, just taking off, and you'll spawn into it if you're a character, and so you'll be able to see, the underbelly of the ship. And I plan on having one maybe, docked up here, because what's going to happen here is you come here, and this will turn into steps, and it'll lead you down to the little bridge, your little door, and you enter your ship that way. As you can see on the control panel, I think I showed this in the other video. On that control panel, there's a button, and that teleports you, and you start the game, and there you go. But I can't remember what I've showed in the other videos because I've been really skipping along with this. Because when you get into a big project like this, it's like right now I'm long-winded. I don't know what to say. So this isn't scripted. This is actually the second time I had to do this recording. Because the first time I did it, I had my mic muted. It was a better episode, but I was muted. So that's the underbelly of it. And as you can see, it's illuminated, not here because we're not done with it, but you can see it's illuminated really well in the dark. Speedray came up with these end rod because I think I had iron fence in there before, and it looked really bad. And I had yellow instead of the blue, and Speedray changed that as well. And I'm not really fond of these eyes. If you look when I move, the eyes follow you, and if I go to the other one, they'll follow you. Speedray pointed this out. And it's kind of creepy. They look like little robots. Like they got legs and feet, and then arms, and a face, and then I don't know what that is, a belly, I guess, like robots. But yeah, this is a little combination of him and me. These blue and black stripes that go down there, blue and dark gray stripes that go down it. A little combination of him and I working together. But it's not done yet. We'll probably add some more color in here, especially on the sides here, because they're very almost like condos or something. Little housing project. But yeah, we'll get it going. We'll get it there. But yeah, this is 1 day project, or 1 day's worth of work here. Put a lot of hours in today to get this done. Anyway, but I think that'll wrap it up. I think you guys get the gist of what's happening or how this is going to work a little bit, hopefully, and hopefully this strikes more interest in the game and the building process of the game. Sorry again because I'm kind of lost for words right now, but yeah, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe if you haven't to keep up to date what's going on. Don't forget that you guys can add your opinion when I do my live streams. Sometimes Speedray may be with me, he may not. You can ask us a question if you want to see a different block in there, or if you have an idea you'd like to put in there, let us know. Also, at the same time, if you're a builder or a creator or even a writer, come on in, help out with the game. Just drop me a message. You can do it on any video. I check my messages very often, and I'll get right back to you as soon as I can. And also at the same time, yeah, you can come out. This is on a realm, so you can work on it with us. We do party chat and all that. Anyway, I am long-winded, guys. Here, I'm really tired. I think it's time to wrap this thing up. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.